Welcome to Crest, where we focus on fundamentals for our directional bias and technicals for timing and entries. Alright, so we've had quite a rough week due to Trump's trade war and policies. And last week we've been focused on Dixie weakness, and last week we got faltered with the core PCE, which went higher than expected. So now we have a mixed bias for the dollar. And don't forget, this week we have our NFP labor data on Friday, April 4th. So that will give us an insight on where the dollar is going to next. We have the Aussie interest rate next still this week, and basically that's one of those things. We have PMIs in the euro region. So let's get to the charts from the Dixie at first. What we do have, because this quarter has finished, what we do have here is the market is somehow at a demand area on the 3 months time frame. So if you look at it from our timing, from our weekly time frame, we have a demand here. This is not really clear of a demand. We have a liquidity grab kind of. So if the market is going to react as per the core PCE being stronger than anticipated, so we'll be seeing the price hit probably to this area. Then the data from NFP push price down, and from there we'll be shorting the USD. But for now, we'll be looking at a mixed direction. So we'll analyze for both buying and selling. And we have the yen strength. So with that, let's just look at the GBP USD, which is one of the best in terms of price action. Looking at it this way on the weekly or the 3 months, let's get rid of everything. Looking at it from 3 months, what we do have is this is a massively bearish candle, so I'm looking to short if I'll be shorting. So with that, this is a weekly supply, of course, so the market might react from here due to that, but I also have a supply up here, last buy to sell candle, so that's where I would love to short too. Looking at it from a perspective of dollar weakness, and if that's the case, we would look for our demand, which is here. We have this demand here, which would love to buy. If we look at it from a monthly time frame, what we do have is that's where the last imbalance was. So we would like to see price head to that region. So we look for our longs. That is if we have bad NFP data. For NZD USD, it looks like full short to me, but due to dollar weakness, I'll expect this to come here before we could short if there's going to be dollar strength. But that is that. Then we look at the USD Swiss, which if we look at this from a 3 months time frame, we see this is a downtrend already. So this is a lower low, lower high, this is a lower low, and probably it's coming down before going to the upside. If that is the case for the dollar, we would look at it from a monthly time frame, and we can see as per structure we have our supply area rejected. Price was supposed to close below, it failed, so it had to go to a higher supply and take it out, but it did not take it out, so it's rejected also. And where we have our imbalance is somewhere here. So I'm expecting the market to push higher somewhere, because it failed to close below this point. So we should see price head to this supply, then we can short this, or we have the second supply, which is here. For the USD JPY, looking at it from this angle, I'm still expecting this guy to drop based on the dollar weakness. So if there's a break of this H4 supply structure, I would like to short. This is what I'm looking out for. I'm looking out for price breaking this area. So this is what I would like to do. So this would be the trade for USD JPY. For US oil, I'm looking to short from this area or from 71.50 area. We have silver, which of course will be longing this. We'll be longing this guy. It's in a bullish leg. So we have our higher high, we have our higher low, we have our higher high, our higher low. So this should continue to the upside. Same thing with gold and China. USD China, it looks like a short to me due to dollar weakness, but if there's dollar strength, it will continue to rally to the upside. And for that, we end with the dollar and focus on the yen. So I'm still focused on yen strength because it has a very opposing economy against the rest. So I'm looking to short NZD JPY due to this market structure. The Euro JPY also looks like a short, of course. So but I'll look for this guy to break lower before we can start shorting. Then of course the Swiss yen, why it's beautiful. So I'll look for these points to be broken and then we can short. We have the CAD yen, of course. That's a direct short for me. The NZD weakness is on pound NZD. I'm looking to long this, which I already posted about the longs last week, but now the problem is where it's reacting from. It's not my kind of zone. So if we look at it from a monthly time frame, that is the monthly demand. So I'm expecting price to bounce off there, and this is just what we have. So this week is going to make us understand exactly what we'll be looking out for. So with that, we NZD card, NZD Swiss looks like a short to me, and I wish to continue shorting it. So on the weekly time frame, this is what I'm expecting. This guy to drop to 0.8 area. Same goes with the NZD Swiss. We should drop at least to the 49,500 area. So keep on shorting this, looking at it from a daily time frame, daily one supply. So NZD Swiss looks like a good shot for us. Let's see how the week could go. Let's do have a blessed week.